are live at the 50th Annual CMA Awards. We're in Nashville right now, but in just a matter of days, you're going to see these guys in Indianapolis. Matter of fact, Friday night, 8 Second Saloon, Thompson Square, coming back to town.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since we played 8 Seconds. We love it.
Yes. What have you been doing? Where have you been? Come back.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
always welcome.
We've been working.
And making babies.
Just yeah. Getting used to Cooper on the road and working on a new project and touring our guts out right now. So it's been crazy.
Well, we'll talk about music in just a minute, but let's talk babies. How is being on the road with a baby, and how is having a baby in the house been going?
It's been interesting, to say the least. I mean, we Cooper, he flies everywhere with us, buses everywhere with us, but this year we've been doing a lot of flying. So, on the plane it's a little tricky, with trying to keep his little hands off of everything and then putting it in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
I had the same problem, too.
I know you're used to that, though, right?
Yeah. We've been really blessed, though. I mean, he's a good kid. He travels well. He buses well, flies well. So it's kind of crazy. I'm glad we kind of got him and not me. Me, baby.
You lucked out there, huh?
Yeah.
Now I hear boys are a little more difficult early on, though, and then get easier, whereas girls get a little more difficult. I have a 16-year-old daughter, only one child, so I don't know how to reference whether or not the boys are easier or harder at the beginning.
So far so easy.
Pretty easy, yeah. Hopefully his little personality doesn't change too much as he gets older, but yeah, he's been pretty easy.
And you got new music. You just came out with a new single.
Yeah, You Make It Look So Good, and that's what we're out promoting right now, and working on a new album for probably the middle part of next year.
You mentioned you're working on some other new stuff now.
Yeah.
How is it balancing being in the studio? We talked about being on the road with a child, but having to find time to go into the studio, I imagine, is just as difficult.
It's more difficult, man. I tell you what, we haven't seen the inside of a studio in almost a year, and and it's not because of Cooper, just because we've been touring so much to make up for during the time that we were off when we were having and getting used to him. And so we're gonna make some time this fall and in the early spring to just block it off. I mean,
we have been in there doing some demos and stuff like that, though, and it's just like a tag you're it kind of thing. I hold him for a little bit, and Kiefer holds him for a little bit, and
we tried that. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's
tough.
It's gonna be tough when you're trying to be creative in the studio, So
yeah, we have a nanny, but it's like we want her kind of at a distance because we don't want him to be with her. I don't know. It just feels weird. I feel like we should always, be with him and stuff, and we feel bad when he's with her. We've only left him overnight for one night.
Really?
Yeah. Still can't do the 2 or 3 night thing yet. So
see, there's so much parental guilt and nerves. I think about the way you raise your child, and unless you really mess up, which I know you won't.
Yeah, we'll see.
Your kid's gonna be just fine.
We'll see.
Well, Thompson Square, great to see both of you.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you
Kiefer
too.
and Shauna, have fun at the 50th Annual CMA
You got
Awards.
it. You too.
Just real quickly, this is an award show where we're going to be looking back at some of the classic country artists as well and honoring some icons. Anybody in particular you're interested to see?
I'm not sure who's playing, to be honest with you.
Always Reba. I've always been a huge Reba fan in Alabama. I think they're going to be there, and
That's gonna be
that was
amazing.
my first concert that I ever attended was Alabama, front row. I don't know how my aunt swung the tickets, but we got front row, and it was from then on I was bitten by the country music bug.
And Randy Owen even kissed her back then.
He did. I got my first kiss too from Randy.
So
Owen.
are you going to fangirl out at the show then?
I will, for sure.
All right, well, good to see you guys. Thompson
Very
Square
much.
hanging out with us. 50th Annual CMA Awards in Nashville on Country 97.1 Hank FM.